Today I'm going to talk about this book, Letting Go, by Dr. David Hawkins. And this is all about emotion and consciousness. So I realize if you haven't followed kind of emotional intelligence and consciousness before, then this might seem a little out there. So the old me would have thought that. Now, for me, I went through a couple of tough situations. So when I went through the breakup of my marriage, it was like this world was opening of how to understand more about things like emotional intelligence and emotional awareness. So it was the first time ever I was Mr. Logical. If I had to solve a problem, it would be tick boxes and we would figure it out mathematically and logically. Your classic guy. And this book taught me so much about feeling and emotion and understanding kind of the different levels of emotional consciousness. And so much so that when I got to, it was recommended to me at a conference I went to, which was incredibly empowering. And I now treat this like, it's called the map of consciousness. So I call this like an emotional treasure map. So whatever you're going through, you're literally at any point in your life, you're somewhere on this chart. And from the bottom to the top is a kind of a lower energy where we're struggling, we're closing up. Fear kind of bounces us back up, down the chart. So we're bouncing around up and down. Now, the really intriguing thing here, and you could apply this to anything in your life. So courage, you see this double arrow. Courage is the turning point. And I find that really, really interesting. I found it so interesting that I built this into my courses, the emotional treasure map, because courage is the turning point between sending us up to things like joy, happiness, helping other people out, accepting situations, so less attachment to things that have to be perfect, or a marriage being a lifetime is the only option. We don't have to be attached to these kind of beliefs, right? That would be beautiful, but we don't have to be attached to it. So it's really, really powerful. And I'm experiencing, when you get up to this area of the chart, for if you kind of focus on 80 or 90% of your life being up here, you experience incredible freedom and happiness. Now, the interesting thing is, when external bad things happen and they come in down here, let's say something that creates fear inside you, then this fear comes up. And this book is all about how to process and let go. So anything that happens into your life, most of us kind of suppress and ignore it, and then it never goes away. And that was my biggest lesson, talking of my story. So I spent a year very, very happy, even after the end of my marriage. But there was this certain percentage that was really, really weird, and it kept coming back, almost like a dark cloud inside. And it never went away. It was just little flashes of thoughts and feelings. And I realized that was the bottom of that emotional map, what I call the red zone, the more fear-based things and ego-based things. Because the world drives us to think like that through marketing, news, media, all the negativity in the world that we take in all the time. And it was burning there. And the only way it actually released, the most amazing feeling of my life, is actually going to hear Jay Shetty speak. And he talked about all sorts. And I came away from there, and I managed to step straight into the thing that was bothering me, through it and out the other side. So that is what this book is all about. Whatever you're going through, whatever you will go through in the future, because we all go through tough situations, this is a fantastic book to guide you through any situation and step back into your power and courage. So enjoy the read, check it out on Amazon, look at the reviews, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. Take care, and we'll talk soon.